Amazing.
Like a kid in a candy store, huh?
And right then I knew it was either that or a rock star.
I didn't know you could sing.
I can't. That's why I'm a jeweler.
I don't know, John. If you think about it, you got thousands of fans.
Yeah.
And women who adore you.
Okay.
You're a rock star.
I guess you're right. And these are my Rolling Stones.
Juniker Jewelry, Mississippi's direct diamond importer. From anywhere in Mississippi, we're at 1485 Highland Colony Parkway, just south of 463 in Madison, and junikerjewelry.com.
This is Central Mississippi's Stimulating Talk.
1039 WYAB, Pocahontas, Jackson.
CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Progressive Insurance.
I'm Stacey Lynn. Goodbye 2025. That's in Auckland, New Zealand, the first major city to say hello to 2026. We've got a little while longer to buy the champagne. And if you're celebrating in New York City tonight, Mayor Eric Adams says security is top priority.
We'll make sure each one of those who come here to visit and enjoy the ball drop will be safe.
CBS's Jennifer Kuiper's in Chicago, where they're gearing up for tonight's festivities.
After two shootings following the city's Christmas tree lighting earlier this month, Chicago Police Superintendent Larry Snelling says officers will be out in force.
We have young people who show up, and they're down there for the purpose of causing problems. You could find yourself as a parent having to go to the police station to pick up your child.
Wind chills for the celebration could be around zero.
It will be chilly in New Orleans as well, where National Guard troops have arrived to help with security for the celebrations there. An oil tanker U.S. forces are chasing in the Atlantic Ocean has a Russian flag painted on it.
U.S. officials tell the New York Times the crew of the Bella One is apparently trying to claim Russian protection as it refuses to be boarded. The U.S. Coast Guard has been pursuing the tanker since December 21st. The Bella One has been under U.S. sanctions since last year for transporting Iranian oil, which the U.S. says is sold to fund terrorism. The tanker has changed course away from the Mediterranean Sea and appears headed for Greenland or Iceland. The U.S. has already seized two oil tankers near Venezuela this month. The crews of those ships agreed to be boarded. Michael Wallace, CBS News.
The Trump administration has frozen all child care payments to Minnesota following daycare fraud allegations. Assistant HUD Secretary Alex Adams.
Let me be crystal clear. ACF expects every state to uphold the highest standards of oversight, monitoring, and accountability for federal dollars. Minnesota is no exception.
Governor Walz pushing back on social media, saying this move is part of, quote, Trump's long game. Now to the search for 19-year-old Camila Mendoza Olmos in Texas, who's been missing since Christmas Eve. Sheriff Javier Salazar.
They found what we believe to be a body at this point. It's too early to tell who the body is or cause and manner of death.
And Tatiana Schlossberg, the youngest daughter of Caroline Kennedy and the granddaughter of former President John F. Kennedy, has died. Correspondent Elaine Keano reports she had just revealed weeks ago she had terminal.
In an essay published in The New Yorker last month, she described her disbelief, saying, I could not believe that they were talking about me. I wasn't sick. I didn't feel sick.
This is CBS News.
Brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Not only does Progressive let you bundle your insurance, they also give you round-the-clock protection. Quote today at Progressive.com.
If you're one of the millions of Americans behind on your taxes, if you're afraid to open your mail because IRS collection letters could be coming, listen carefully. The IRS is cracking down, taking paychecks, freezing bank accounts, revoking passports. That's a fact. But here's what most people don't know. There are official tax relief programs designed to help struggling taxpayers. Programs that could save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief. Optima's award-winning team will fight to protect your paycheck, your passport, and your property. Their tax attorneys and licensed tax professionals will work tirelessly to get you the best deal possible with the IRS. Every day, penalties and interest keep piling up, so don't wait. Call Optima now for a free consultation.
Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply.
News and weather brought to you this hour by Flora Animal Hospital, where we treat your pets like our own. Visit our website, floraanimalhospital.com.
The fungus is among us. For the final day of 2025, you've got sunny and 57. Clear tonight and the low is 35. 64 and sunny for the first day of 2026. With news on 103.9 WYAB, I'm Chris Davis. Candida auris is the fungus that you may have been hearing about. The CDC is calling it a superbug, and it has been detected here in Mississippi, with around 7,500 people with it all over the United States. It is resistant to antibiotics and hits vulnerable people who are on catheters, feeding tubes, and IVs. 108 people have been diagnosed with it in Mississippi. Copper thieves hit an Entergy site on Beasley Road early Tuesday morning and got away with a large amount of copper. And now Jackson police are looking for the two guys who committed the heist. They were caught on video. They are asking for tips from anyone who knows anything about it. That happened about 3:30 a.m. 27 DUI arrests were made last year by the Highway Patrol during their New Year's travel enforcement period. And this year, they say they will make more arrests if necessary to keep the roads safe. Extra troopers will be out trying to sniff out drunk and high drivers, catch speeders, and people who are driving distracted. Their enforcement period began this morning at 6 and goes through New Year's night. The Histercene Rankin House in Lorman, the Easton High School in Corinth, and Provine Chapel in Clinton are the most recent additions, but 15 Mississippi sites in all were put on the National Register of Historic Places this year. What that means for the sites is that they have been deemed worthy of historic preservation. What it means for you is that your kids might be able to look and appreciate those places and their significance. More news in 1 hour on 103.9 WYAB. I'm Chris Davis.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are the individual views and opinions of the people expressing them and do not necessarily reflect those of this radio station, its parent, affiliated, or related entities, agents, or employees.
Welcome to the Chip Matthews Show, where politics meets the South. So grab your sweet tea, find a comfortable spot to sit back, and let's embark on this journey together. Chip away, chip away at the storm. And I won't stop till your love is from it on. Chip away. That's what I'm gonna do. Sweet little mama, I want my cat next to you.
And good. Wednesday morning?
Yes,
Wednesday
is.
morning here on the program here on WYAB. I, of course, am Chip Matthews.
And
he,
I
of
am
course,
Don McKenzie.
is Don McKenzie. No, that's Timothy Jenkins, our good old friend and business partner. Also, Dawn McKenzie is on assignment in New Zealand. She was at when they're bringing in the new year, and when they brought it in, and then of course she was supposed to report in, and she's drunk. It has to be
that, or
I mean, you know,
in the hospital.
That or the other. I mean, just running around in New Zealand barefoot. You know how it is.
Think she'll take a trip over to Australia?
You know, you're right over there. You know,
might as well
go get you a koala bear, or
a kangaroo.
Kangaroo.
Maybe she'll bring back some kangaroo gloves.
Okay. Is that where the kangaroo gas stations come from?
I don't know, but speaking of that, look at what we got on the wall.
A sloth. Isn't that what that is?
That's a sloth. That's not a koala.
Aren't there Aren't there sloths in Mississippi?
Well,
those are
that's people at the Capitol
that move real slow, deliberately and slow. But anyway, good morning on the program and good morning online to Fred Cerami, who's checking in, Andy Devine, Jeff Thomas, Jolynn Michael, David, Bethel Landler, Gayla Dodd, and Christy Kendall Cox checking in all the way from Daytona, Florida. She's there at the submarine races. Is that what they do there? I know. Okay, well, whatever. And
stay dry.
Will Brown, Carl C. Downing, good morning. And everybody else and all of you listening online, hit the like and the love button as it's New Year's Eve. And tonight, of course, at New Year's Eve, we'll bring in the new year for next year, the 26th. Of course, my 25 is going out with a bang. Might even file some more lawsuits today just to get the day going. But other than that, and good morning, Jennifer Knight. I guess she's in Birmingham, Alabama. But tonight, we're getting ready for a great New Year's Eve. We want everybody to come out and visit with us at the boardwalk, Beethoven's Boardwalk at the Reservoir, where we'll have Acme Pizza going. We'll have the Fork and Flame, the steakhouse opening tonight, which, of course, you'll call the 769-572-7756 number. And that's the Acme Pizza number if you're familiar with it or whatever, but it's still the same number for all things Beethoven's. And you can get a reservation for tonight. Of course, there's plenty of places in the building you need to steak there, so don't think you have to have a reservation to get in.
That's right. Because if that were to fill up,
we have plenty of room.
We have plenty of room.
22,000 square feet. We'll put you somewhere.
That's right.
We're not some puny little dive bar.
And we're not going to put you outside. We've actually got tables inside that'll keep you nice and warm.
But outside, if you want to sit out there, there were people the other night that went and sat out there. I said, okay. And they had it outside. But anyway, where you going tonight? No, Jennifer Knight is in Gulf Shores. That's also in Alabama. And then Helen's watching in this morning. That would be Dawn's mama that doesn't know that she's out of town in New Zealand. So now you know. Good morning, Lloyd Travis. And of course, coming up on International Chip Day, we have that coming up on the 10th of January, where we celebrate the Chip Matthews. That would be me. You like that? You like that?
Well,
anyway, we got Luke.
It's really not growing on me, but I'm thinking about it.
Well, Luke and Bob's going to play.
Yeah.
Whose birthday is on the 7th?
That'd be mine.
Yours?
But I don't.
You're not international.
I don't even need a statewide.
Yeah. But it'll be Tim Jenkins Day on the 7th. Roger McCrory, there he is checking in. You didn't know she was in New Zealand. She's just getting found out everywhere.
So you mean Roger didn't hide in the luggage?
Might have. And let's see, we got Boyd Carter checking in from Indiana, and he says it's damn cold. People don't realize how far this show reaches out. It's just huge. And of course, we're reaching out to a lot of people who are out of town down in New Orleans, and they're listening to us today.
So what's happening in New Orleans tomorrow?
Chaos and corruption. And Ole Miss, of course, will win on their way to win a national championship. And Roger McCrory says, good morning, Tim, by the way.
Oh.
But Ole Miss is playing in a bowl game. And my question to you is, and I don't know, is there a way to find out what lobbyists pay for in Mississippi?
There should be.
I mean, is there? I mean, I'm just curious.
They're supposed to be.
Like, for instance, we know that last year it was reported that Jason White went to the Super Bowl and all expense paid, carried a group down, stayed in the suites, and it was paid for by the sports lobbyists
who are trying to get
a sports betting for the state. And of course, that will, once we get sports betting in the state legally, it goes on now, but legally, sports betting, and that's the mobile sports betting, because you can do sports betting at the casinos now, but this is the mobile sports betting where you can do it on your phone. Once we get that in place, then everybody can do what they want. But until then, the lobbyists will pay to carry people down there. So I have determined that Ole Miss, because in this day and age, money is what wins championships.
That's correct.
Okay. So I believe that the fix is already in through the sports betting world to where Ole Miss wins it all.
So how much of a boost in income would that make for Ole Miss.
For Ole Miss? Oh, it'd be huge for Ole Miss, but that isn't the point. The boost is for the mobsters that need the money in the sports betting world, mobile sports betting world. And of course, you can't sell them the fact that, okay, if you do sports betting, you'll never have to pay taxes again. You'll make so much money. And
that didn't work with the lottery or the casinos, did it?
Right. And I mean, we're just ahead of, once we approve this, the only thing left to tax in the sin tax world will be prostitution. Because they've tapped every other resource. I mean, that's just awful. But
no.
Did you say coffee? But I mean, that's the reality here. Is the sports betting tax? It's going to just go fund PERS, right? And then of course they messed up the PERS. Just
they're going to put it into education.
Well, we're going to cut the road. We're going to cut all the sales tax out. So
But
how do you
they're
pay
gonna
for education?
They're going to raise the road tax.
And raise the road
but they're
tax
not going to put the money
back into the roads.
That's right.
Okay. I mean, it's just.
Are they going to do kind of like Jackson has done with the water treatment and the water and the sewage
and you just look at it all and go, there's money coming in. Where's it going? We got a lot of bureaucracy governments around, in the state of Mississippi, things that are set up that they bring in tons of money, and you can't tell me where it goes. I mean, I don't mean to sound crazy, y'all, but I know we all pay the tax. I know we all do the work. We all do our part. But what's going on? And the reason why Ole Miss is going to win it all, now look, I am the biggest Ole Miss fan in all of the world, not America, not Mississippi, in all of the world, maybe the universe. We could be down 70 points and I'm going to say, hey, we're going to come back. We're going to come back. In the sports betting world, I believe that now the fix is in and the lobbyists are making sure that they get paid. And then these guys are showing them how much money they'll make, and they're kicking that money back to get Ole Miss through in order to get their vote. Because don't think that the sports betting, the lobbyists aren't buying votes. That's what they do. They're buying votes to make sure that.
Well, they're betting on a vote.
Exactly. Betting on the vote. And I believe that. And somebody said, well, Chip, that's not it. It's just like the packaging of education freedom and school choice is not about either one of those. It's about privatizing education because that's the next biggest pile of money to tap to put in your pocket.
So what you're saying is it's all about the Benjamin.
Yeah. And once you're an elected politician, it's not about the people anymore. It's about what you can get for you. And we live in a selfish world. We don't have politicians that defend us anymore.
Well, and it's not just selfish. It's a right now kind of thing.
Yeah. It's that immediacy. It's just like when somebody texts you, they're mad when you don't answer that text immediately. Period. And they're like for instance, you wanted locks from Amazon. You ordered them in the morning, you had them in the afternoon.
That's right.
I mean, we live in a different world. So y'all bet on the Rebels. The Rebels are going to win it all. It's a fix is in. You now have the insider trading information, which of course Cindy Hyde-Smith is all for the insider trading because she wouldn't vote against making sure that they couldn't do it.
So what's your thoughts on it? Should Congress be able to invest in the stock market?
I think if you're a congressman and you go and you get insider trading and you were an honest politician, you would share the money that you made with all of the people from the state because you're there to work for us.
But if it's
right,
it's insider trading, why don't they just go to jail?
Well, they'd rather share the money and make us an accomplice. And then when you make an accomplice, you can get a deal. And you can be like Rudy Warnock. Rudy Warnock paid the politicians who were elected to be a part of our trust, and he got 20 years.
But the politicians aren't going to get 20, and they should get twice that.
They should get twice that. And one of them is going up for his second time of voter corruption and things. I mean, get elected, be saved. I mean, you had people that were appointed into the government in Mississippi, convicted and pled guilty to prostitution and pimping out his own daughter-in-laws in the state. And where does he work? He works for the government again. You got to love it. You got to love it. Probably did 30 days in jail on a felony. But anyway, we'll be back with more right here on the Chip Matthews Show on WYAB. Probably did 30 days in jail on a felony. But anyway, we'll be back with more right here on WYAB.
1039 WYAB.
Acme Pizza and Daiquiris is leveling up. A whole new Acme Pizza and Daiquiris is now open at the Reservoir at Beethoven's Boardwalk in Ridgeland, right next door to Cock of the Walk. And the new Acme Pizza and Daiquiris will have all of your old favorites too, like the Acme Dynamite Balls and Garlic Knots, and the best specialty pizzas ever, like the Pig, the Sergeant Pepperoni, the Surf and Turf, and lots more. Come to the all-new Acme Pizza and Daiquiris location on the Res in Ridgeland, next door to Cock of the Walk.
Grizz Nation, get ready to be here and to be loud on Friday, January 9th, when your Memphis Grizzlies take on the defending NBA champion Oklahoma City Thunder at FedEx Forum. Do not wait. Grab your tickets for this blockbuster matchup right now at grizzlies.com/tickets or at the FedEx Forum box office in Memphis.
I'm speaking with Lee Bounds of Rapid Rate Mortgage. How does real estate agent Rita Jensen succeed when time is of the essence?
In today's market, it is so important to communicate and close on time. Typically have 30 days to close, get a home inspection, appraisal, title work, that kind of thing is a mortgage process. And a realtor relationship is so important. With a realtor like Rita Jensen with Remax Connection, she helps us to close on time.
RitaJensen.net.
Hey, Rankin County, swing by the locally owned and award-winning 042 Wine and Spirits on Highway 80 next to Sonny's Barbecue in Brandon today. We've got one of the largest selections around with over 200 bourbons and whiskeys to ignite your taste buds, more than 50 vodkas, 50-plus tequilas, 30-plus rums, and ready-to-drink cocktails, as well as premium scotches. And get this, we've got over 400 wines in stock for the perfect pairing anytime. Discover your new favorites today at 042 Wine and Spirits right next to Sonny's Barbecue, Highway 80, Cross Gates, Brandon.
We all plan to be on time, but fender benders, damaged windshield, and slick road quickly disrupt those plans. At Shelter Insurance, our agents help design personal protection plans that work for you and help keep you on track. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
See Shelter Agent Jamie Creel in Flora and Ridgeland, 601-992-6000. Here's a word from John White, the owner of Two Gun Tactical in Flowood and Ridgeland.
I carry a gun every day, all the time. Last year in America, 2 million legal guns were pulled, and it stopped the threat. So I'm really wearing a firearm just to stop the threat. There's more likelihood of me just pulling it and not using it than there is using it. TwoGunTactical.com, TwoGunTactical.com.
Two Gun Tactical, the South's only country club.
Looking to elevate your ride? Weston Automotive and Rick's Pro Truck have you covered. From rugged bumpers to sleek step bars, Weston's top-notch accessories will transform your truck into a head-turner. And at Rick's Pro Truck, we specialize in custom installations that bring your vision to life. Visit us today for expert advice and unbeatable deals. Weston Automotive and Rick's Pro Truck, where your truck's potential comes alive. Weston and RPT. Trucks live here.
Hi there, it's Lori from the mailroom. Of course you know we offer shipping with UPS, FedEx, DHL, and the Postal Service. But did you know about all the other services we offer? We have stamps, envelopes, boxes, wrapping paper, greeting cards, and gift bags. We also offer gift wrapping. You can drop off your gifts, and we will have them wrapped and ready to go. Come check us out. We are south of Germantown High School, north of Gluckstadt Road at 272 Calhoun Station Parkway, Suite C. Mailroomgluckstadt.com.
Welcome back to the Chip Matthews Show, and here is your host, Chip Matthews.
Yes, it is the Chip Matthews Show here on WYAB. Is Celsius hotter or colder?
It's hotter.
Okay, is kilometers faster or slower? They're faster.
Slower.
Well, I mean, but it'll say 80 on your speedometer,
but
if
you're only
going 40.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So see what I'm saying? That's the same thing we have a cooler that everybody keeps messing with the temperature on, but they're looking at it in Celsius when they're setting it.
Correct.
And I understand Celsius at 0 would be freezing.
Yes.
Okay. So that's not making sense either.
Mm-mm.
But anyway, it's like on 56 Celsius now. What would that be converted?
All right.
Good morning, Nathan. Joe Michael brought up the whole thing. Martha Stewart went to jail for her crimes of insider trading. And then look what happened to her after going to jail. She gets out. She's addicted to pot and hanging out with Snoop Dogg. She's got to be addicted to pot. Because, or she had to take a job growing pot because she likes to grow things, right?
Well,
but I mean, she wound up with a TV show with Snoop Dogg, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you think she liked him?
They hang out with Ron, I like Snoop Dogg. He was Mississippian. He played fire. He used to come into town. People didn't know it. And he would rent the building at Fire and practice before he went out on his summer tours. And he would say, Chip, man, can you find me another teleprompter again? What do you need a teleprompter for? Well, I know the words to my songs. Oh. Oh. And then when he played the bar, the funniest thing about when he played at Fire, we had an agreement that what occurred on his traveling coach, that's his home. What you do in your home, we will not interfere with. And that was worked out with the sheriff department and everybody in power. When Kenny Stokes shows up and says, no, he can smoke wherever he wants. I said, you can't even smoke a cigarette wherever you want. No, he can smoke wherever. That's Snoop Dogg. I said, no, not in my building. If you want to smoke with him, dope boys, you're going to have to get on the bus. And I don't know what they're doing in his home.
That's right.
And it's traveling home. So. And then you look at Kenny on TV. Dope boys. You sell dope? You sell dope? Do you watch the news?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm talking about, right?
So what's happening tonight?
The dope boys be out shooting guns in Jackson.
So what about law enforcement?
Law enforcement will be everywhere. And they started at 6 with the counting the numbers. So if you start counting numbers a day at 6 a.m., that means all the murders will be put on the weekend and all of the traffic incidents will be on the weekends. But there will be roadblocks out there. And you need to be careful and mindful. And if you're going to be out drinking and driving, you're going to jail. Right?
Yes. And people need to be smart.
I mean, be smart.
And law enforcement needs to stay vigilant and be safe tonight.
Right. And do, just do the right thing. And they won't have to bother you. But we know that's not going to happen. And there'll be a
So Christmas in Mississippi had over the Christmas holidays had 69 DUIs. What do you reckon it'll be tonight?
Well, here's the problem. And this is the biggest problem. Ole Miss people have been known to have a beverage. And 55 South is probably going to be the most dangerous place in the world as people head to New Orleans to be a part of the celebration, even if they don't get in the stadium.
That's right.
And if you can't get a room, just sleep in your car.
I just can't see me going to New Orleans for a football game.
Well, I would go for a football game. Plus, New Orleans is kind of a good place to go for New Year's Eve already.
Well, not for me.
But the Sugar Bowl, that used to be the SEC Granddaddy Bowl. That's always an experience to go to.
So you think Lane Kiffin will be at the game tomorrow?
Yes, he got invited by the governor of Louisiana to go. He did. Imagine that. So, but y'all be careful out there, and and
all right. So if he's going to get paid if Ole Miss wins, does he have to pay if they lose?
That's a good question. But part of his contract is, since he wasn't going to get to be coaching in the national championship game or coaching the national championship team, Ole Miss, that for each win they had in the playoffs and through the championship, like he got $250,000 for us beating Tulane. Okay. He'll get $500,000 if we beat Georgia. And we will beat Georgia because the fix is in. Then we will play either Alabama, Indiana, or Ohio State for the championship. He wins that, he gets $1 million. Coaching must be good. I wish I'd taken. My dad was a football coach. My uncle was a football coach. Maybe I should have been a football coach. The people wouldn't believe that.
That's some high
people
dollar,
around the world need me.
That's some high dollar welfare.
Mm-hmm. Richard Hammock, glad my wife is my DD. That's always good. Give them a job. That's good to give your wife a job, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So what's coming up new for the new year?
Okay. New Year's Eve. We're going to go ahead and talk about it again. Gracious plug for us. Well, y'all need to get out one and go to all the locally owned restaurants and nightclubs and enjoy the new year. There'll be early dinner and late dinner and people that stay out to midnight. And then there'll be people like me that'll be home in bed by 9:00.
No.
After eating steak.
It won't be tonight.
It won't be tonight.
No.
Y'all going to make me work? I thought Dawn was going to be back from New Zealand by then.
I don't know that Dawn knows how to cook a steak, though.
And she probably can't stay up past 11. She has to go home and feed her dog. Charlie.
Yeah.
I wonder if she feeds Roger. She just feeds Charlie. But anyway, it's going to be a big weekend. It's a big night tonight. It's kind of our opening of the steakhouse tonight at the Fork and Flame on the Reservoir, right next to Cock of the Walk.
In the Beethoven Boardwalk building.
Yes. The Beethoven Boardwalk is filled with 3 restaurants. You can come out for Acme Pizza. You can come out for steaks. You can get some barbecue. Come on out and see us. And remember, coming up on the 10th of January, Luke and Baugh.
At Scooby's on the Water.
Scooby's on the Water. That is the live music venue on the boardwalk. So, as we figure it all out, that's that. I thought LSU had to pay, not Ole Miss. You are correct, Jolynn. LSU is paying Lane Kiffin for every Ole Miss win.
Just like he was still at Ole Miss.
Just like he was still at Ole Miss. That was part of his agreement. That if you'll come on now, and he wasn't going to get the choice to stay when he said he was going to LSU. But they said, if you come on now, we'll make sure you get your money.
Because, see, they could have kept it under wraps. He could have kept coaching Ole Miss.
And then bolted, but then you wouldn't have been able to recruit. See, recruiting, the early signing period happened a week and a half ago.
Yeah.
So that just, the way it's all set up, it's just screwed up.
Well, but, we were also talking about amateur sports. And
we don't have amateur sports anymore. The closest thing to amateur sports is preschool swimming. No, T-ball, they get Cake's money to play T-ball. My team back when I was a kid had bail bondsman shirts.
We had Chamber of Commerce.
Chamber of Commerce. There's a crooked agency. No, just kidding. Okay, we'll be back with more right here on the Chip Matthews Show with Timothy Jenkins sitting in and no Don McKenzie on WYAB. Chip Matthews Show with Timothy Jenkins sitting in and no Don McKenzie on WYAB.
Keep it tuned here to 103.9 WYAB.
Have you thought about the cost of long-term care? In Mississippi, a home health aide can cost over $57,000 a year, and a private nursing home room can exceed $109,000 annually. Hi, my name is Cressley Pierce at Pierce Professional Agency. Long-term care insurance may help protect your savings and give you more options and peace of mind as you age. Learn how planning ahead could save you money and stress. Find me, Cressley Pierce, online today at MadisonPlans.com. That's MadisonPlans.com.
Looking for the ultimate reset for your body and skin? At Core Wellness and Recovery, you'll find next-level services like cryotherapy, red light therapy, infrared sauna, body sculpting, and advanced facials. Whether you want to boost performance, recover faster, or just feel your best, Core Wellness and Recovery delivers real results with zero downtime. From muscle relief to radiant skin, this is self-care redefined. Come experience the future of wellness, Core Wellness and Recovery, just off Highland Colony in Ridgeland. Book now at corewellnessandrecovery.com.
Craving something extraordinary in Jackson? Manship Restaurant is where your taste buds hit the jackpot. Join us for happy hour every day from 3 to 6 p.m. where your wallet will thank you and your stomach will sing. Indulge in half-price wood-fired pizzas because why pay full price for half the fun? And for just $5, dive into our private barrel bourbon picks. That's right, luxury on a budget. Plus, beat the heat with our frozen drink specials, a tropical escape without the travel expenses. Make your way to the Manship where happy hour isn't just a time, it's an experience.
CBS News Brief. In Auckland, Australia, it's already 2026. While here in the U.S., there are many hours to go until we bring in the new year. And CBS's Elaine Keano tells us last-minute security preps are going on in New York City.
The streets are sealed off here in Times Square, and tonight's celebration will mark 122 years of the ball drop.
The Trump administration freezes child care funds in Minnesota. Acting CDC Director Jim O'Neill.
We believe the state of Minnesota has allowed scammers and fake daycares to siphon millions of taxpayer dollars over the past decade.
A body was found in the search for a missing Texas teen last seen Christmas Eve. The body hasn't been ID'd yet, but Sheriff Javier Salazar says.
I can tell you that we found a firearm very near the body. And in this particular case, we were actually looking for a firearm as well that had come up missing.
CBS News Brief.
I am Wayne Lloyd, Delta Farm Services, LLC. We do all types of dirt work, excavation, dozer work, land leveling. We do building pads, commercial ponds and lakes, residential ponds and lakes, anything with dirt work. Delta Farm Services, LLC.
Google Delta Farm Services, LLC, or find them on Facebook. Delta Farm Services, LLC.
Albritton's Jewelers. When love requires a gift, nothing says it better than Albritton's. Since 1920, we've been part of your family. From weddings and anniversaries to holidays, we've been there for every special occasion. At Albritton's, we value your trust. Every gift, whether large or small, is a reflection of our commitment to quality and excellence. There's a reason we're still Mississippi's foremost diamond merchant. Let us show you why. Albritton's Jewelry, 4460 Old Canton Road in Jackson.
Albritton's Jewelers. It's time to get to Mazda of Jackson for our end-of-the-year super sale and find your new car or SUV. Drive away cheerful in a 2025 CX-5 with 0.9% financing for 72 months with approved credit. And see why it's the compact crossover that's built for you. And get 1-year maintenance included on your new vehicle purchase. Make your resolution today to experience Mazda's exhilarating performance, top-notch safety, and reliability. Shop online at MazdaJackson.com or visit Mazda Jackson, I-55 Frontage Road in Jackson.
Welcome back to the Chip Matthews Show, and here is your host, Chip Matthews.
It is the Chip Matthews Show, heard round the world and all over the place here on a New Year's Eve. Richard Hammock says if the steaks are cooked on Phillips old grill, that the steaks are going to be good. Guess what? We're going to cook them on a grill, but it may be a tomahawk grill from the Canton. Billy Hudson asking, do I need to make reservations? I will talk to Chris Ann when she wakes up. Wake her up now. Wake her up now. No. You're covered, Billy, because you kinfolk. Kinfolk going to get in to eat because I can help make them go away to the table if I have to.
That's right.
It's going to be fun. You know, we're still getting it under control. Good morning, John Madden. Good morning, Adam Lambert. Good morning, Richard Hammock. Good morning, Lloyd Travis, Helen. Everybody, hit the like, the love button online. And also remember, the Chip Matthews Show is brought to you by your long-term care insurance specialist. That would be Cressley Pierce at the Pierce Professional Agency. For all your planning for your future and being the end of a year, going into a new year, it looks like you're going to make it another year. You go ahead and get some long-term care and coverage and insurance to protect that retirement nest egg.
And from what I understand, it's going up.
I thought, it is. Go see Pierce Professional Agency and let them hook you up. Visit madisonplans.com for more information. Also, let me remind everybody, Dawn texted me in from New Zealand. She finally woke up from being out all night, or she was out all night and still out. But she says, I'm following the timeline across America, across the world to get here. And she says, I'm in East America. And I said, you're not in America at all. She didn't know anything. She's half stupid and the other half's crazy. But anyway, out at Rattlers Ferry tonight, she has Good Hope. That's the band she has playing out there. So y'all, if you're out that way at the Lee Madison County line, upriver, go to Rattlers Ferry. If you're down at the end of the river, I guess we would be at the bottom of the river.
No, the bottom of the river is in Pearlington.
Pearlington.
Yeah, that's South Mississippi.
Is that south of Pearl, Mississippi?
Yeah, it's way south.
Okay, so what body? Well, we're at the reservoir.
Yeah.
Okay, so she's at the Upper Head Dam. We're at the Lower Head Dam.
We're at the Big Water.
We're at the Big Water. Okay, so come see us. We got water. That water reservoir where we're at is on the Madison County side, so it tastes better.
It's cold too.
It's cold. And Mitch Tyner is up there in South Carolina doing the polar plunge.
And we're going to do it off our docks.
We're going to start doing it at our dock next year, right there at the reservoir. We'll have the polar plunge. And we were talking with the people about the, the Dragon Boat Regatta yesterday.
Yeah.
There's all kind of fun activities go on the reservoir, and we'll try and keep you informed on each and all of them. And, of course, you can always come see us on the boardwalk, Beethoven's Boardwalk, and enjoy yourself.
Let's do a plug for our friend Joseph.
Joseph. Okay, yeah, we're going to talk about Joseph. That's the person who was unlawfully detained by Americans.
Yeah.
And he is a person who has a green card.
No, it was revoked in 2017.
And he was revoked because why?
Because he allegedly did not show up for a court date
that he was not notified about.
Him nor his attorney were ever notified. They can't produce any paperwork showing any of it, but yet it was revoked. But this is a strange thing. It was revoked in 2017.
And what year is it? It's fixed to be 26?
6, yeah.
So one more year, we'll have the 10th anniversary of the revoking.
Why had they not already done something?
And
the thing is, he has every document that he's ever been given since he's been in the United States.
And he is a landowner in Mississippi.
Yes.
He owns a house married to is she a Mississippian?
Yes.
Okay.
She was born in the United States.
Right. She's full-blooded American.
Yeah.
She's just like any old redneck here.
And I'm going to tell you, Joseph is more full-blooded American than a lot of the folks that we have here that were born here.
But they say because he was in the Iranian army,
which is mandatory.
Mandatory, or you die. You're either in the army or you die. You either defend your country and want to be a part of it, or you die. And then so he went in the army, but then when he could get out of there, he got out of there. Came to America.
Yeah.
And then everybody says, well, you can't do this. Well, you got to remember, his family could be held in Iran. They'll just go in there and harass the people there. They could kill their whole family just because of him.
That's right. because he is a Christian. He was picked up the day we bombed Iran's nuclear facility.
Right. And they said that, I mean, basically you had the people, they said, who can we go pick up that has Iran to where we can put them in the news on Fox, on local channels, this, that, and the other. Let's go to the phone. Good morning, WYAB. Hello.
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 Here's Chris.
Hey.
What's going on? You hear me?
Yeah.
Hey. You was talking about that, when I'm trying to get me a latte and get to Vicksburg. Well, I don't know if I'm going to Vicksburg or not. I think I'm going out to the crime lab today.
Okay. What you going to do out there?
Well, some burglar bars.
Okay. Are they breaking into the crime lab?
They got some kind of vaults or something out there. That's a
Okay.
new building, storage building or something. I don't know.
Okay.
I just go do them anymore. They all deja vu anymore. Just go do it.
Okay. What else going
Hey,
on?
you talking about these? No, not much. Getting ready for the game tomorrow.
What game?
I think they're gonna have a little game somewhere.
Yeah. They're going to beat the hell out of Georgia. But anyway.
That would be just awesome.
Yes, it would.
awesome.
Okay.
They're going to. Hey, talking about that insider trade. No, I think stop a lot of that. Like I've always preached, term limits.
Term
We got to get
limits.
control. Just look at all that spending up there, and now they're coming to Mississippi investigating all that money.
Well, they need to. And they're fixing to go after the guy in the welfare fraud case, Ted DiBiase Jr., but everybody else is still yet to be dealt with. And he wasn't the top dog over there.
Well, they're getting all this insider trading. I want to see where the money's coming from, where they got, because that's how can we not get inside on insider trading? Hey, look, this is a good investment right here.
Well, I mean,
it's like that lottery they got for $1 billion. You pay out 700 something million, whatever, but then the government's gonna make sure they get their part, and then you're gonna be paying taxes, and then a lot of them get tax deduction because that's the reason Trump went up there and they hated Trump.
And
they knew how the game worked.
And in case you go to buy a lottery ticket, now what is it, $4 or $5 for the ticket?
I've never bought one in my life.
You can buy one for $2, but if you get the whole thing, it's $4 a ticket.
Do we get a bigger cut of that?
Well, like you were just saying, when the casinos all come in, we was going to have schools and all this, and schools are just still asking for more money and putting more money out, and we're not getting no education out of it.
And to
you
me,
get sick of it after a while, you're out here working, you get sick of it.
To me, car tag money is supposed to go to help build roads and bridges, right?
Right.
Okay. Why don't we go out and make sure all the cars in Mississippi have tags on the back of them? That'd be the first thing. Because if they all had car tags, we'd have more money in the road fund. Then on auto insurance, if everybody had auto insurance, the rates should come down. But we're paying because these people ride around without a tag. If they ain't got a tag, they ain't got no insurance either. Probably ain't got a driver's license. The system breaks down because they don't go get all the money.
Well, just like the gas tax.
Yeah.
Look at all the road improvements. Where?
Right.
I mean, the stack, how old is the stack? And they're already rebuilding it. They cut that bridge in half.
Yeah. And look,
that's crazy. How do they know that bridge was having that kind of problem? Or are they just doing a project just to make it look like they're spending the money to fix stuff?
Well, I mean, you get to the most high profile place and you work on it to where everybody can see you do something. That's that's all that is. And then of course they go, oh, they keep stealing the copper. I can put
that's the most seen spot in. That's the most seen spot in Mississippi.
You could pay an officer. You could pay an officer $20 an hour to sit out there and tell him he's got to patrol back and forth here to make sure that copper doesn't go away. And you would spend a whole lot less than replacing the copper every, 6 months, 8 months?
Well, do like they used to do in the old days, put electric fence up around it, which I can't figure out how they get in there getting that copper out anyway. They got a knowledge of how to kill the power.
It's probably,
which is crazy.
It's probably more.
Which is crazy. All right, y'all have a happy and blessed New Year's. And we're looking forward to 2026. And I'm coming to get me a pizza. I'm waiting to get that new one over open where I can come check it out.
It's open.
It's open now. And we got steak.
That's what I'm out hollering.
Okay, there you go. We'll see you out there.
All right, be safe.
Thank you. And, when you talk about the copper stealing and all that, insider trading at its best at different levels. It's not the stock market, but I believe that I believe what Chad White did find somebody in North Mississippi who was selling culverts on the side. What makes you not think that somebody instilling copper and selling it on the side?
Sure they are.
You know, we live in a world that everybody wants our money. Everybody wants to charge us a tax. When they need more tax to build a park, they just say, hey, we'll put on a special tax for another penny or two. And we got pennies for the park going on in Ridgeland and in other cities. Tax. Legislative session starts in a week. Next week. All those politicians, we can talk bad about them this week because they're all down in New Orleans we can get into New Orleans pretty good from here. Plus, everybody listens to me on the .com. I remember a lady came into the restaurant yesterday to get a reservation and was talking to me. And then all of a sudden I said, you want to talk on me on the radio? No, you talk. We don't quite talk on the same side. I'm for what you say, but I get paid to be against you.
Yeah.
I said, isn't that interesting? That's the way it works. We'll be back with more right here on the Chip Matthews Show with Timothy Jenkins and Dawn McKenzie, who's still in bed asleep in New Zealand on WYAB. Dawn McKenzie, who's still in bed asleep in New Zealand on WYAB.
Keep it tuned here to 103.9 WYAB.
Acme Pizza and Daiquiris is leveling up. A whole new Acme Pizza and Daiquiris is now open at the Reservoir at Beethoven's Boardwalk in Ridgeland, right next door to Cock of the Walk. And the new Acme Pizza and Daiquiris will have all of your old favorites too, like the Acme Dynamite Balls and Garlic Knots, and the best specialty pizzas ever, like the Pig, the Sergeant Pepperoni, the Surf and Turf, and lots more. Come to the all-new Acme Pizza and Daiquiris location on the Res in Ridgeland, next door to Cock of the Walk.
Pops Auto Sales on Highway 49 in Florence is where you come to buy quality pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, priced to fit your budget. Stop by Pops Auto Sales today, where fair prices and superior service leads to satisfied repeat buyers. Or go to popsautosales.llc.com and browse our inventory and get pre-approved for zero-down financing with approved credit, with service contracts and warranties available. And guys, our truck inventory is one of the largest for any independent dealer, period. Pops Auto Sales, Highway 49 in Florence.
Y'all come see us at Flora Animal Hospital, your trusted hometown vet. We offer a wide variety of veterinary services, including boarding. Dr. Kaylee McCary is a Madison County native who has been serving the Flora community and surrounding areas since 2013. She leads our team of highly trained and compassionate women. We are located at 740 Highway 49 in the Cotton Exchange Plaza. Call us today at 601-879-3222. At Flora Animal Hospital, we treat your pets like our own.
ABS causes mass hysteria by providing office tech that actually does its job.
Relax. At Advantage Business Systems, we know office technology isn't that exciting, but we do know it is life-changing. Work-life-changing, that is. Because the latest copiers, printers, mailing machines, and even telephone systems can keep your office running smoothly. Visit absms.com. Advantage Business Systems, helping your business do business.
Ladies, tired of running on empty, sleepless nights, mood swings, stubborn weight, skin that has lost its glow? It is not just getting older. It is your body begging for help. Hey, y'all, I'm Morgan at Women's Wellness in Mississippi. At Women's Wellness in Mississippi, we bring it all together. Hormone therapy, medical weight loss, and the latest, greatest aesthetic treatments like facials, lasers, Botox, and so much more. This is where wellness and beauty meet so that you can feel amazing inside and out. At Women's Wellness in Mississippi, the best version of you is waiting right around the corner.
It can be hard to move past the guilt, times of weakness and regret, knowing you weren't there for your family when they needed you the most. But there is life after addiction. We're seeing broken families restored, one man at a time, through our vehicle cash and thrift store donations. It's given Mercy House Adult and Teen Challenge the ability to help these men succeed in having better lives. Donate a vehicle, running or not, and we'll come pick it up. Call today, 601-572-7296, or visit us at vehicledonationsms.com.
I'm Laura Knight with Pro-Life Mississippi. As we celebrate the precious gift of life during this season, we want you to join us for an incredible night of music benefiting Pro-Life Mississippi. At Celebrating Life 2026, the Murphys Group and the Jason Levens Band will lead us in songs of praise, along with a special performance by Ballet Magnificat. Your ticket to this musical event provides essential support to the Ministry of Pro-Life Mississippi as we offer hope and healing to families across our state. Join us in Celebrating Life 2026 on Friday, January the 23rd in Jackson. To reserve your seat, visit prolifems.org. From all of us at Pro-Life Mississippi, thank you so much for your support and a Happy New Year.
Welcome back to the Chip Matthews Show, and here is your host, Chip Matthews.
Okay, I'm going to practice real now. I'm going to practice right now. Happy New Year!
Yeah, right.
Okay, right. Happy Old Year as we check out for this year and the big year that was. It's been an eventful year. What all did you do this past year? Let's recap it real quick.
Gosh.
January. You started a tree service this year?
Yeah.
And you
last year.
Last year? Then it is last year this year.
Not yet.
Okay.
Not till tomorrow.
If you're in New Zealand.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
we're not.
Okay.
But I had a new grandbaby this
There you
year
go.
and found out this month that we're fixing to have another one by another child.
There you go. But she wouldn't be a child if she's having it.
Well, she's always going to be our baby.
Okay. Good morning, Michelle Dickerson. Okay, what else went on this year?
We started a new restaurant.
Started a new restaurant. And going to get really going in the new year. We're just warming up now. And we'll have steak and pizza.
Barbecue.
Are we going to do, like next year for Christmas, we're going to have the lighting of the Christmas bush.
Okay.
And on the water. And that'll be a big event.
So how tall is our ceiling in there, in the foyer?
In the foyer?
Probably 22, 26.
I'd say 24.3 feet.
Okay.
Okay.
So we need at least a 19-foot tree.
Where we can put the star on top.
That's right.
Now, my next question to you is, what are we going to do for New Year's Eve as a big event? Like downtown Jackson, they drop the catfish. Now, of course, they don't have any watering cat down there. We got plenty of catfish behind us.
That's right.
So what should we do?
Well, we can't drop food off in the reservoir because it's frowned upon.
Right.
But can we start training the catfish to come up by tapping a bucket and throwing some catfish feed out there?
And then we could pick them up out of the water and then drop them back in at midnight?
No, we
Should
pick
we-
them up. We can pick them up and take them to the kitchen
and cook 'em.
fry them.
Why don't we
and drop them in our bellies?
Why don't we do a hand grabbing at midnight?
Okay.
Everybody wear your suit tonight. I can see a bunch of people show up getting 26-degree water. Of course, tomorrow it'll be 60 degrees and pleasant.
It's going to be warm for the weekend.
Okay, how many over or under? How many lobbyists do you think are at the? Not lobbyists. How many politicians do you think are at the Ole Miss game, paid for by a lobbyist?
Probably 90% of them.
Okay. Do you think any of them are paying out of their own pocket? I mean, a bunch of them would go.
Yeah, no, probably not.
Yeah. If you get somebody else to pay for it. But anyway, they'll be there. They'll see Ole Miss defeat Georgia. And we'll see it on TV. And, of course, we'll be open tomorrow night.
So
for the
come
game.
in and watch it on ours.
On our TVs. And we're going to have them all up. We got like 90 billion TVs. But you only need one.
Some right.
You only need one to show the winner.
And our stools at the bar are comfortable.
Right.
We've got
some
benches. We've got
booths.
We've got chairs that's got cushions in them.
We got picnic tables for rednecks.
And if you want to be cool,
you can go outside,
go
and
outside.
sit on the deck. You're going to come and watch the sunset. That is going to be what everybody does. That's going to be the sunset at the reservoir is going to be great.
And we're talking about, we've got a fireplace in the foyer.
Yeah.
But we've got to get it functioning.
Yeah, we'll get the logs on the fire.
But we have something just as good as a fireplace, and it's called a 4-door pizza oven.
Yes.
And that thing is smoking.
Yes, it is. It seems to be hotter here than it ever was in my past. And it'll be smoking and putting out pizzas tonight. So whether you want to come out and do the steak dinner, which we know steak is pricey right now, and I'm sorry, and we're doing everything we can to beat the price down. But we'll also have pizza, and we'll have pasta, and we'll have all the things. Just come on out and get a burger.
And one of my wife's favorites. So we got to make sure we got some good, fresh portobello mushrooms.
Okay. Y'all come out and see us. Happy New Year to y'all. We'll see y'all tomorrow morning because we'll still be here.
Yeah.
Bye.